the hall, by the bathroom area. It could be any one of the rooms there for this performance. At the state exam, they will have a little container of food on the tray. Maybe applesauce or pudding, something in a little container. That's the solid food to feed them. You'll have 2 containers of fluid onto that tray. Maybe one is water or juice or water and milk, I don't know, but 2 containers for fluid intake. Let's talk about the solid one first. Whatever little container they have on that tray, consider it to be 100% food. And that little container that they will have on the tray, in your head, you should picture it like food that is on a plate. Like how we go home, we serve ourselves on a plate. And split that plate up into 4 parts. And consider each part of that plate to be 25% in your head. So that little container they have on the tray at the state exam is 100% food. No matter how little it is, it doesn't matter. That's 100%. You're going to be feeding them out of that little container. So the question becomes, how much of it they ate? You fed them. You have eyes. You can see how much of it was taken out of the container. Until they told you, say, I'm done. So then ask yourself, did they eat less than half of their food? Less than half. Ask yourself again, did they eat half of their food? Is it half they ate? Ask yourself, did they eat more than half? Those 3 questions. Because they will not finish the food. They won't eat all of it. So if they ate less than half of their food, you fed them. You know how much of it you took out of the overall amount. If they ate less than half, consider that to be 25% intake. Less than half. If they ate half, then you should consider that to be 50% intake. They ate half, 50%. If they ate more than half, consider that to be 75%. They ate more than half of their food out of the container. See? Your intake will be written in percentage. If that should be the case. We started discussing this from the classroom. How to calculate when you go to state board, when you feed somebody. Any question or confusion about that? Very good. The examiner is going to give you the total amount of fluid into each of the 2 containers sitting on the tray. The examiner may say, for example, this one is 60 milliliters, 60 ml, 60. And the other one, the examiner may say 40 ml. Full. All of them are full. It's not half. Before you started feeding them, it was all to the top, to the brim. So, I drank from both of these. If this is water, this is the amount of water I drank. Water is 60 milliliters. 60. Is this half or less than half? So if this whole container is 60 ml and the person drank half from it, then how much they drank? 30 milliliters. They drank half. You can see, you don't fed them. If it's less than half and it's 60, you can say what? 15?
15.
Or 20? Some kind of reasonable estimation. If they drank more than half, what can we say, 45 or even 40? Some kind of a reasonable estimation. Look, this one is 40 milliliter. They gave you the total amount. And look, the person drank half again. Half of 40 is what? They drank 20 milliliters. If that's the amount they gave you, the examiner will give you a number to start with for each of the containers. Very simple estimation. Solid will always be recorded in milliliters. I mean liquid, sorry. In milliliters. Solid food in percentage when you record your intake. Very good. Any question or confusion about anything I just explained? All right. I'm going to demonstrate the scale now for feeding.